If you're looking for new construction in Franklin, Tennessee, with top-of-the-line amenities and premium location, then you're gonna wanna stick around for this video. We're gonna give you a full tour of Southbrooke.
First thing we're going to talk about is the location and proximity of Southbrooke. Now, you are right off of I-65, and that's one of the biggest factors that plays into why so many people are wanting to move to this neighborhood. You have access to Berry Farms. We've talked about the development before in the past, but this is where you have plenty of shopping, restaurants, your grocery store. You're about 5 minutes away from there. That's where Chick-fil-A is. There's going to be In-N-Out Burger. Their headquarters is going to be right there in Berry Farms. So tons of development, tons of reasons to be close to the Berry Farms development.
And I just want to hit on location. I mean, when I was driving into this development, I was so surprised how close we were from the interstate. I mean, just a 4 or 5 minute drive, which is super rare for a new construction community like this.
And you're 2 exits down, so about 2 miles down from Cool Springs in the heart of all the shopping that you could ever need.
Yeah, all of your big box stores, your Trader Joe's, your Whole Foods. You're also minutes away from all of your gym and fitness classes.
Yep, group fitness, but also gyms. There's CrossFit gym in Berry Farms, so you have access to everything. You also have schools.
Yeah.
You're right down the road from Independence High School. That's gonna be the high school you're zoned for here in Southbrooke. You also have Legacy Middle School and Oakville Elementary.
So in terms of location and proximity, I mean, it really doesn't get any better than Southbrooke.
Now, if you've seen other videos in other neighborhoods of Franklin, Tennessee, like we've done a few on Westhaven, this neighborhood and the design might remind you a lot about Westhaven, and that's what I love about it. You're in the early stages of this neighborhood, obviously, and the landscaping is phenomenal. There's gonna be mature trees as the years go on, so you'll continue to get that more and more Westhaven mature feel that so many people love. But then also the amenities here. You have 2 pickleball courts, you have tennis court, half basketball court, pool, cabanas, and also a playground.
Yeah, now I feel like it's a nice size space to accommodate the size of this community. I mean, we're on 75 acres, you have 250 home sites, you have walking trails on both sides, sidewalks, underground utilities. The landscaping is phenomenal. I mean, they really did it right here in Southbrooke.
Yeah, and there's 3 phases to this development. So we are in Southbrooke, the villages of Southbrooke. There's also Southvale, which is right across the street. And that's going to be more single family, more townhomes. And then coming soon, they're actually building Southvale right now, but then coming soon is going to be the Meadows. And that's going to be another phase to top off this whole Southbrooke development.
Now let's talk a little bit about the builders. There are 2 primary builders in this neighborhood. You have Ford Classic Homes and you have Insignia. And I want to say Stonegate is another builder. He has a couple of lots as well. But some of the most premium builders in Middle Tennessee, their craftsmanship, their design, just the quality of the home is unmatched.
And all 3 of those builders have built majority of a lot of the homes in Westhaven as well.
Right. And also in the Parade of Homes, which is an annual event or every couple of years where builders get together and they build their best house possible and they showcase it to Tennessee. So those are the builders here. Let's talk a little bit about the specs. What's available here in this community?
Yeah, so in terms of price points and availability, you have townhomes. The townhomes are gonna start at the mid 800s. And those are gonna be a minimum of 3 bed, 3.5 baths, around 2,500 square feet. So that puts you around 360, 370 price per square foot. And then in terms of single family, you've got a price point starting at $1.25-ish million. Those are all gonna be over 3,000 square feet, typically 5 to 4 bedrooms minimum, 4.5 bathrooms. So pretty large size homes. Obviously you can tell, you're buying into the community amenities, the proximity, the location. These aren't gonna be huge yards, but like Sam talked about earlier, the landscaping and the design of the neighborhood, it feels very private, So if you have your single family residence, you're not gonna have a huge half-acre lot, but you are gonna have that private feel with the landscaping and the design, the layout of the community.
And what we're gonna try to do is get you in a couple houses. If we don't have it in this video, we're gonna film some home tours. And so we'll have that linked in one of the corners here. You can go check it out, or even linked in the description below. But I know a question a lot of people are gonna ask, Brandon, I'm gonna ask you this question right here on the spot, is What are the pros to buying in a new construction community?
So the great thing is with a new construction community is you're kind of buying into the beginning stages. You're gonna have to deal with some construction. So it's not gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. Like this massive truck that's going right now, you're gonna have to deal with some noise, some construction when you buy in. But to account for that is going to be the price point that you're able to get into in terms of, if you look at these types of homes in Westhaven, for example, like these homes are going to be a 3,000 square foot home, brand new construction here is going to be 1.5 in Westhaven, and it's going to be a few years old. So you're getting the benefit of, trying to sell out a neighborhood. These developers need to sell out the neighborhood so you get a little bit better prices and the appreciation when the neighborhood's established. When these trees are a little bit more mature, people then want to come into the neighborhood because they love the feel of the neighborhood. So that's kind of the pros and cons of buying new construction. You have to deal with the construction noise, the traffic, but you typically do benefit with some sales incentives that go on and price points.
One last thing that we want to touch on in this video before we conclude it is that right across the street you have another community that they're building called Southvale. And this community is going to be 245 acres with over 480 home sites.
What I love about it is you actually are up against the hills and the trees, so there's going to be walking trails up into the woods, which is a really nice amenity.
Yeah, and it's similar to Southbrooke too. Like we have walking trails here that go around the community amenities. We have some that go up through there. So that's a really cool feature in the communities that I love. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the area, Brandon and I work with families from all across the country, California, Texas, Washington State, Oregon, New York, people that are looking to relocate to the area. We help them find their place here, and we'd love to work with you if you're thinking about making the move.
Yeah, another thing I want to emphasize is don't be afraid to reach out, even if your timeline isn't immediate. We work with families that are sometimes 6 to 24 months out, and they just want to continue to gather information and start the conversation earlier. So I encourage you to do that. We're here to help. Any questions that you have, we want to be your real estate resource here in the Nashville area. So just reach out to us at our contact information below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.